man, it's your boy Young Philly.
And your boy HP like the sauce, Harry Pinero.
Yes, and we are joined with...
Kyle Walker's Peters, the one and only.
I actually wanted him to say it, you know, Harry.
Yeah, oh well, I've taken over. Okay, sorry.
We're here with...
Kyle Walker Peters.
Okay, Harry, we probably should have stuck to you. Anyway,
Yay!
So, Kyle, what was your first memories of growing up in London? And whereabouts in London did you grow up?
So I grew up in Tottenham.
Okay.
North side of it.
Yeah.
That's mad.
It makes sense.
You're actually living a dream.
Yeah, man. I grew up not far from the stadium, about maybe a 10 minute walk.
Crazy.
Yeah, just, you know, like every other kid playing on the streets, breaking windows.
Yeah.
Getting up to mischief, but always just football related, really.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Has football always been like your go-to thing since you've been young? Because I know I'm from London as well, South London, and we've got like a lot of legends who have been in and around our area who have grown and become football players. Was that something that you went through that made you want to become a football player?
Yeah, I mean, like any other young kid really, I just love playing with my mates. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
But you know.
We see that.
Yeah,
we see that live.
We definitely see that.
We see that.
We definitely see that. And you see when you're younger, yeah, I feel like everyone starts in a different position.
Yeah.
There is no way a skillful player with the pace and the agility like you started that right back. Think about it, bro. Do you reckon he started right back?
Impossible. He was up front.
Please tell me he was a striker.
I was a winger.
I knew it! Philly, there's no way Kyle was a right back. You're too techie, bro. Too techie.
Yeah, so there's football in your family tree. How has that influenced, you becoming a football player, and what advice did you get from the older people?
I'm
in
an
your
honest
family?
man, so I'm not going to stand here like I know who the football in his family tree is.
Nah,
Who got involved?
it was my uncle.
Amazing.
My uncle Phil Walker. He played for Charlton.
Crazy.
A few other teams. He played in Portugal as well.
Crazy.
To be honest, it came more from my dad. So my dad obviously had a relationship with his brother.
Yeah.
So he saw his brother go through loads of different things, and you know, my dad sort of passed on his brother's experiences to me. And yeah, I just took what I could. My dad played semi-pro, but my dad's a very passionate man. So, you know,
very stern on you.
Yeah. I just took all I could from that and just.
You must be really proud right now, though.
I like to think he is.
Was he them dads that at Sunday League, like he's giving you instructions?
Kyle!
He knows already.
He wasn't too bad. It was more, you know, the car journey home.
Oh, okay.
Hand me tell you that, dog.
Yo, you can run the wing,
Yeah, man. It was them journeys. They were tough.
But I guess
sometimes.
that's what like makes you a player and makes you who you are. But apart from like your father, you know, your journey now, who's been like one of the most influential people in your career
big
so
question,
far?
Harry.
So there's a lot.
Probably, I'd say, okay, other than family, I don't want to be cliche. My academy manager, John McDermott, he was...
Big up John. Big up John, man.
Talk to me about your move to Spurs. How did that come about? Was you at a Sunday League team before, another club actually?
Okay, so I was playing for Winchmore Hill.
Okay, was that a local club then?
Yeah, it was just like a Sunday, Saturday league sort of thing. And at the time I was about 10. And to be fair, there were a lot of clubs like asking me to go, and my dad, again, he was he didn't really want me to be in an academy too young, because you know, a lot of the time you do get let down in an academy, and it's tough.
Was your height ever a problem in football? Because you hear that a lot, like a lot of shorter players. Not to say you're short, you know.
But I am small. No, to be fair, I was quite lucky. I was never judged on my height or you know, my physique. When I was about 10, I was playing in a school tournament, and the Tottenham coach, you know, spoke to my school teacher or whatever, and then for some reason this time my dad just decided to take me down to Tottenham.
So at that point before, you've already been getting offers to go training with clubs?
Yeah.
That is crazy, and your dad saying no?
Yeah, my dad said no.
Any clubs that we might know?
Yeah.
Can't say. If you guys fumble. Well, actually, you know what? I'm alright now. I'm alright now.
But yeah, my dad wanted me to go to Tottenham at the time, and that's what I did. And I enjoyed it. I think I trained for about 2 weeks or so before they offered me a contract.
Yeah. So as a young footballer, what is the actual dream when you actually become a footballer? What is your dream?
I think at first it's always to make your debut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, yeah, again, to play for my country.
Yeah.
I've been able to do that at youth level.
Yeah.
I won the Under-20 World Cup, which was
amazing.
cool.
Congratulations.
That team
that is humongous.
Was star-studded.
Was
full of beautiful British English players who will win the World Cup one day. Are we gonna That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You mentioned your debut. What was that experience like? And don't tell me, it was good. Like, I want to know how you slept the night before, like the details.
A week before,
yeah,
we played Juventus in a pre-season game at Wembley, and Trips got injured at half-time, so Kieran Trippier.
Blessing in disguise, as mad as that sounds. Blessing in disguise.
And yeah, the manager brought me on at half-time, and 45. Yeah, I'm playing against Juventus.
Crazy.
I'm playing against like Dybala, Higuain.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
And yeah, I did all right. And then the next week, I knew Trippier still wasn't fit, so it was just whether the manager was going to play me, because we've got loads of other players. Yeah. People can fill in that right back. And then so the day before training, the gaffer he named the squad, and I was in it.
Man.
Straight away, my stomach.
Look at the smile on his face.
I can feel how he felt.
You know how much that meant to him, bro. Man's smiling now like he's about to make his debut
and he's already made it.
That's crazy.
So how did your parents, your father, you mentioned your father's been integral in your journey. How did he feel when he saw you on that team sheet? Or even, was he in the stadium with you?
So yeah, he came.
Of course he would be.
He came, before the game, he sent me a message and the usual stuff. I was just in my room praying.
Yeah, love that, man. Humble, I love that, man.
Humble, innit? You can tell just by the way he holds his hand.
He's going in my fantasy team. He's going in my fantasy team. That's it, he's going in my fantasy. He has to now.
Ultimate team, how about that?
Yeah, he just sent me a normal message. My dad, my mum. The game, I remember being in the tunnel beforehand, and I think it was against Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I heard John Joe Shelby saying, I'm going to put it on his head straight away. And obviously, at my debut, I'm like...
Wait, John Joe's talking like that?
Yeah, John Joe, I heard he doesn't play games.
Ruthless.
Yeah, he's very ruthless. Yeah, he's played at Charlton, I remember him.
Yeah, I remember him at Charlton as well.
And yeah, I remember thinking, flipping out.
He's a setup. Let's just target the little right back.
Yeah.
Is that how they treat him, man?
And then, so he's clipped it literally from kickoff. They played it back to him. He took a touch, and I see him line it up, and I think it was either Dwight Gale or Perez.
Oh, that's pace. That's pace regardless.
Were running.
He's fast though.
Yeah, of course. I can't.
I actually won the header, and then from there I was, you're confident.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a moment in a game.
You wanted the ball more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then amazing. From there I just got man of the match.
What's
Wait. Let's not. You got man of the match.
Wait, on your debut?
Yeah, lucky.
Kyle. Hey, can I call you KWP?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. KWP, that's how we're rocking.
Yes.
So yeah, you've got a list of achievements. What is your proudest one so far?
Sorry. Great question. Great question.
Yeah, so I would say the Champions League, getting to the final, even though it was painful to lose.
Oh, no, amazing.
The way in which we got there was crazy.
I got goosebumps. Just thinking about it. Crazy.
But then the World Cup, man, I just think being the next English team to do it, okay, it's not the senior World Cup, but it's a World Cup.
It's an achievement.
You know, I'd probably say that is doing it for the country, and like everything that came with it. We went and met royalty. You know, so you know, it meant a lot. It meant a lot.
That's crazy. If you could give a young player any advice, what would it be?
I don't want to sound cliche, like never give up. I would say never give up though, because there was a time for me, so when I did join Tottenham, I think a season later I broke my leg. When you're young, you know, they're really cautious. So I was out for maybe 9 months.
Wow.
I remember when I started coming back into training, like I felt so far behind the rest of my group. So like everyone had been progressing, whereas I had been watching.
Yeah, because you're out, innit?
Yeah.
I'm out, I couldn't do anything for 8 months.
Personally, how did that feel though? Was it like a soul destroyer? How did you come back from that?
I'll be honest, I don't know how. I felt crap.
Were people helping you, maybe like family?
Yeah,
or
family,
dads,
but
like...
when you're not playing, nothing helps,
I
man.
know, man.
I'm not gonna lie, nothing helps. I think maybe it's a bit different if you're a senior player because you've still got you've got your nice house and do you know what I mean?
You're settled, yeah.
When you're
young,
young, that's where you want to get to. But yeah, man, that was it.
Alright, can we just clap for Kyle, please, man? I just
all
want
the
to
people
say,
I've interviewed, you are very real.
No, bro, you are.
transparent.
Listen, I'm saying it. I've interviewed a lot of football players, bro. You're my favourite. You see, like where your head's at. It's
100%.
like it's
He's going
amazing.
far,
You
man.
know, he's
He's
so
going
humble,
far.
bro.
100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Young Philly,
And I've been Harry Pinero.
and he's been.
Kyle Walker Peters.
AKA KWP.
Yes, we are over and.
Ouchie! Yes, baby, yes. 3 points in the bag, yes.
It's mad, but yeah, Defos, pass us some Tottenham tickets.
Yeah. Box seats, okay, cool. Yeah.